G'day guys, Skits here and welcome to my second Black Ops 2 commentary. Just quickly, if you missed my first one, I'll have a link to that down below in the description. But today I'm going to be making actually a Nuketown Zombies gameplay. I will have multiplayer all coming soon. I'm struggling a little bit on multiplayer right now, but don't worry guys, I do have gameplays coming for multiplayer soon. But yeah, I've got some pretty hectic Nuketown Zombies gameplay, playing with a few mates, and I was really the only one who got fortunate. I managed to get some good guns and managed to build up some points. The other guys just kept on going down, so some pretty hectic Nuketown Zombies gameplay in the background. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Today I wanted to make a pretty casual discussion video about Black Ops 2 versus Modern Warfare 3. I did this last year and the year before, about all the COD videos, you know, Black Ops versus Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops versus Modern Warfare 3. Now Modern Warfare 3 versus Black Ops 2. Now, let me just mention that I have played this game quite a lot. I went to the midnight release and I've been playing it quite a lot since then. So, I've played the campaign, I've played zombies, I've played a lot of multiplayer. I've got knowledge from all three, components of the game, and of course I played heaps of Modern Warfare 3. So, I think I am at a good point to be able to compare the two, just as a general discussion. Leave your thoughts below. Tell me which game you guys have preferred. But yeah, guys, first thing I wanted to compare is basically the most basic part of it, and that's Zombies vs Survival Mode, and I think we can all agree in saying that Zombies is a much better idea. They've really upped Zombies this year, with all the things, things like transit and whatnot, but I really am enjoying Zombies in Black Ops 2. It's a lot different to how it used to be. It's a lot more sort of complicated and a lot more sort of advanced, which I like a lot. Survival Mode was... I think it was a great idea, a great concept. It just didn't turn out to be that fun. It was sort of like combat training. It was also sort of like online, and I sort of just would rather play online than play survival mode. So, definitely Black Ops 2 has to win in that department, or category, whatever. Now, the next thing I wanted to compare is actually just the guns. And I found that this was a problem in... I think there's a problem in a lot of Call of Duties, that they can't get the gun balancement right. And they can't balance, shotguns with SMGs, or there's overpowered assault rifles or something. In Modern Warfare 3, a lot of the shotguns, for me personally, because I'm not that good at them, are just pretty useless. And a lot of the LMGs just weren't that good at all. You felt slow using them, and it was just really slow paced, and it's just... I wouldn't use an LMG typically. And obviously the ACR and the MP7 were rather overpowered in Modern Warfare 3. In Black Ops 2, so far of what I've played, there haven't been any overpowered guns as such. There's been guns that are better than others, which is to be expected. But I'm liking that a lot of shotguns are really quite good and really powerful. And they are, a lot of fun to use at the same time. A lot of SMGs are the same, like the Vector is a very good gun, and the MP7, two very good guns, and they're not overpowered at all in my opinion, and they're just really powerful, and they're really fun to use, and so far there's no massive, gun balancement issues. Obviously you can quickscope, but quickscoping isn't, overpowered or anything like that, and the secondaries, some of them in my opinion are a little bit overpowered. The, I forget what they're called, I do apologise about that, but they're like the Rafikas, and it's a pistol, and I think it's a little bit overpowered, to be honest, as a secondary, but nonetheless, you still have to put a point in that, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, so I suppose I'd have to say that Black Ops 2 wins in that sort of area, because I just found that the Modern Warfare 3 guns, they were boring, we'd seen them all before, whereas Black Ops 2, we're in 2025 now, so a lot of guns we hadn't seen before, so I was really happy about that, and all the guns just feel quite good. So yeah, let's move on to maps. So, I do have a little bit of an issue with the maps in Black Ops 2. They're all quite fun and they're all colourful, and the issue isn't the way they look, it's sometimes the way they play out. I find that sometimes the spawns can be quite atrocious, sometimes the little corners can be very annoying, and sometimes there will be areas where people can camp and little buildings where they can always get you at, and you can always die from behind for some reason. It might just be that I'm not used to the maps right now, but... I didn't have that problem as much in Modern Warfare 3, but do not get me wrong, the Modern Warfare 3 maps were pretty dull, nothing that I can really remember that I, would love about Modern Warfare 3 maps. Hideout was an okay map, there were a few other maps that were okay, but, maps like Outpost and Fallen were shocking, but so far in Black Ops 2, I like a lot of the maps. Hijacks doesn't play out too well in my opinion. A lot of the maps just sort of feel a little bit, I guess chaotic nearly you could say. Once again, that could just be that I have sort of little experience with Black Ops 2 right now, so yeah, that's probably the main reason why. So the next thing I want to compare is pick 10 and create a class. Okay, I think Creator Class had some really awesome things about it. The fact that they removed having a kill streak on each of your classes in Black Ops 2, I don't know why they removed that. I thought that was an awesome feature. I also like Specialist quite a lot. But in all fairness to Black Ops 2, I think Pick 10 is a much more creative idea. It brings out a lot of creativity, a lot of areas to explore. So, you know, players that maybe are struggling with a certain setup can really explore that setup, and they can use 2 perks from tier 2, or they can really just use heaps of different things. So that is one thing that they really nailed, in my opinion. I really do like Pick 10. They've made it so that a lot of the things are a bit more powerful and less powerful. By that I mean, they've had to make secondaries quite powerful to compensate the fact that they are worth a point. But yeah, I definitely do like the way that Black Ops 2 have this new sort of Pick 10 system. I think just in general, Treyarch have put a bit of a more creative approach to Black Ops 2. Even though it's not the biggest step up and biggest revelation in the COD series, I found that Modern Warfare 3 was way too similar to Modern Warfare 2 to make it a really fun game, make it a really original game. So I think Black Ops 2's Pick 10 system is definitely superior to the Creator Class system. So the next thing I wanted to compare was just the perks. Now, I found that the perks in Black Ops 2, I don't know if it's just me, but I found that they're a lot less powerful than in other Call of Duties. I'd say that's a good thing. I personally would say that's a good thing. I'd say they've all gotten a nerf. Ghost, massive nerf. They've taken Quick Draw out, they've taken Stalker out, and put them as attachments. They've really changed a lot of things to help sort of balancement, and it has created a much more balanced, fast-paced, free-flowing game. And it does help the game out a lot, having those perks that aren't too overpowered. The thing is, Ghost is, right now, as I'm recording this, it is just a very, very superior perk to all the others, because right now everyone's using UAV, and regardless if you're not using UAV, it's a very good perk, because you can go in that sort of undetectable, hidden way and just run around the map, feeling very sort of confident that no enemy knows where you are. So yeah, right now perks in Black Ops 2, quite good. None of them are too overpowered so far. I haven't noticed that any of them are too overpowered. Flak Jacket is something that I think has a place in the game. It's a really good perk, because I will get into it later, but some of the kill streaks, like the Hunter Killer, quite frustrating. So let's just go ahead and go into the score streaks now. So yeah, the first thing I was talking about just then was the Hunter Killer. I think the Hunter Killer doesn't have a place in the game, personally. I think it's a cool idea, it's a cool concept, but the whole idea of just being able to toss something up in the air, have no skill at all, and just basically give you an automatic kill, I think that's a bit ridiculous. It means that players are basically forced to use Flak Jacket unless they want to be really frustrated, and I don't agree with that personally. I think Hunter Killer is just a silly, overpowered perk, and I think although that a lot of these score streaks cost a lot, they're still, a few of them still really quite overpowered. A bit of an issue I found is with the Orbital VSAT. It's very, very hard to get. Although it's rewarding and whatnot, I'm finding that some of the really good kill streaks are a little bit too hard to get. Even though they are ridiculously good when you do get them. I've gotten a Orbital VSAT and a Warship, and it's just ridiculous. It just absolutely tears up. And the score streaks in this game are a lot more interesting than they were in Modern Warfare 3, that's for sure. Some could do with a little bit of a nerf, though, I gotta say. And some, maybe like the UAV, could be taken down a little bit to like a sort of 3 kill streak. Maybe not, but I just think that UAVs are so, they shouldn't be too hard to get, and things like the, there's certain kill streaks in this game that shouldn't be as hard to get as they are, and I'm having a bit of an issue not knowing what to use, but once again, that's just because it's early days. Alright, so we're coming towards the end of the video. Just wanted to compare a few more things now. The graphics. I found that the graphics in Black Ops 2 are a little bit sort of smudgy. I don't know if you guys know what I mean here, but I found that a lot of the maps look a bit muddy, a little bit sort of, I don't know, a little bit saturated nearly. But yeah, the graphics in this game are a lot better in my opinion. Everything looks a lot more colourful, which is good. Modern Warfare 3s are a bit dull, a bit boring looking. I wanted to compare the lag. So far, I've been pretty impressed with Black Ops 2's matchmaking and the lack of lag. I've been getting 4 bars, and my 4-bar connection is quite good on this game, so I'm quite happy with that. So yeah, just the overall feel of the games. Let's just compare that now. I think Black Ops 2 plays out a lot faster. I think it takes a lot more skill than Modern Warfare 3, because Modern Warfare 3, really, you could use an ACR and you could do well pretty easily, but Nonetheless, I do think Black Ops 2 is the better game, just because of, zombies really beats survival mode. Combat training is really awesome, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you thought about which game's better, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.